traffic, a million flavors of your chapstick, the way that you keep my heart captive. A journey concert in AC, remember we sang faithfully. I still got that old hotel room key. This is the way I feel, 'cause I can't wait for you to be my wife, to live this life together, and I won't let you go. I need you to know that you are my heart forever, and on and on and on. The way you like to sing my songs, you always know when something's wrong. The way you say you miss me when I'm gone, the things you do to show you care. You're always down for truth or dare. Freeze this moment and let me stop instead. And nothing before was real. This is the way I feel, and I can't wait for you to be my wife, to live this life together, and I won't let you go. I need you to know that you are my heart forever, and on and on and on. And we'll go on and on and on. For better or for worse, no matter how it hurts, you got me to hold your hand. I promise you the world. And in your wedding dress, we'll dance to no one's else. To one blink my eyes, to one miss a thing. I can't wait for you to be my wife, to live this life together.
Please rise. As budding flowers burst into bloom, as glowing light kindles into flame, may the spirit of life and love bloom and flame within us with ever-renewing light and love. Dearly beloved, we are here to unite Julie and Heather in marriage. If life has meaning to us all, it possesses it because of love. It is that which enshrines and ennobles our human experience. It is the basis for peace of the family and peace of the people on this earth. The greatest gift bestowed upon human beings is the gift not of demanding, but of giving love between two people. It is appropriate that you, family, and friends are here to participate in this wedding. Your presence shows these two that they take with them into this marriage not only their commitment to each other, but also your commitment and encouragement to them. I would like to take a moment to mention that there are those close to Julie and Heather who could not travel to be here today, but whose thoughts and blessings are with them. And there are loved ones who are no longer here in body, but who are here in spirit. Let us remember them now with a moment of silence. And now Heather and Julie would like to honor their families by presenting flowers to their mothers. Julie, will you have Heather to be your wife, to live together in the holy estate of marriage? Do you pledge to love her, comfort her, honor and keep her, in sickness and in health, in sorrow and in joy, and be faithful to her for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Heather, will you have Julie to be your wife, to live together in the holy estate of marriage? Do you pledge to love her, comfort her, honor and keep her, in sickness and in health, in sorrow and in joy, and be faithful to her for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
I now invite Alexis to read two readings, one from 1 Corinthians and the other a poem called Love by Roy Croft.
Corinthians 13:4. Love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous or boastful. It is not arrogant or rude. Love does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable nor resentful. It does not rejoice at wrong, but rejoices in the right. Love bears all things, believes in all things, hopes in all things, endures in all things. Love never ends. Love by Roy Croft. I love you, not only for what you are, but for what I am, when I am with you. I love you, not only for what you have made of yourself, but for what you are making of me. I love you for the part of me that you bring out. I love you for putting your hand into my heaped up heart and passing over all the foolish, weak things that you can't help, dimly seen there, and for drawing out into the light all the beautiful belongings that no one else has looked quite far enough to find. I love you because you are helping me to make of the lumber of my life not a tavern, but a temple. Out of the works of my everyday, not a reproach, but a song. I love you because you have done more than any creed could have done to make me good, and more than any fate to make me happy. You have done it without a touch, without a word, without a sign. You have done it by being yourself.
I now offer Julie and Heather my personal reflections on marriage. I'm so happy for both of you. This is a day that's full of meaning and rich in promise. I hope that the spirit of trust, understanding, and love may be with you throughout all the years that lie ahead. One path toward that spirit lies in the very essence of love, which is not just a strong feeling. Love is a decision and a behavior and a way of life. But marriage is not the same thing as love. A healthy, happy, enduring marriage does not just happen. Instead, you must intentionally create it and then tend it with great care. As you walk into your future together, we hope that each of you will find far more in life than either could have found alone. From this day forward, you must come closer than ever before. But at the same time, let your love give you the strength to stand apart, to seek out your own unique destiny, to make your own special contributions to the world that is always a part of us and yet more than us. Be assured that what you undertake together can bring you unending joy, and the love you share can truly help to change the world. As you build together in marriage a new life and a new home, may that home be bright with the laughter of family and friends. May it be a haven from the tensions of our time and a wellspring of strength. In all the world, may it be the one place you most want to be. I want you to know that marriage is hardly for the faint of heart. It is as challenging as it is rewarding. Marriage puts us to the test of having to accept our spouse with all of her defects revealed, because after all, we're only human. And beyond this, we're faced with the anguish of having to accept our own weaknesses and flaws. But let this mutual vulnerability be the key to strengthening your relationship. Entering into this covenant requires great courage, because marriage puts us to the test of not holding anything back, never looking for alternatives, and not thinking that there is ample time to do things later, because the moment we are in is the only moment that we have. I want to remind you that the vows you're about to take belong entirely to you. No minister, no public official can marry you. Only you can marry yourselves. My words don't have magical powers. Nothing that I do or say today guarantees that your marriage lasts with beauty, fidelity, and love. Only you two, with integrity and diligence over the changing years of time, can make these vows last. Well, you cannot choose what changes are to happen to you in the years to come. You can choose the spirit with which you meet those changes. Let it be the spirit of the vows in which you, here today, are about to covenant with one another. Let these vows symbolize your promise to be yourself, and your promise to risk who you are for who you yet can be. Thou whose name and being is love, now embodied for Julie and Heather in each other, may they ever reverence the divine presence in each other and never betray it. Let them live in joy, in a sense of excitement, possibility, and challenge about what they are undertaking here, the ever-unfolding and beautiful work of refining their spirits in the presence of each other's witness, of becoming the bearers of divine love. In peace of heart and strength of spirit, let them honor the vows they make here. And may the promises they make inspire and instruct each of us who celebrates with them. Julie and Heather will now exchange their vows.
Heather, you are my true love, my soulmate, and most importantly, my best friend. I could stand here today and talk about just how amazing, funny, and smart you are. But anyone who has ever met you already knows those things. So I want to start off by simply saying thank you. Thank you for making me a better person every single day, and for always pushing me to accomplish more, and really showing me how to believe in myself. I wouldn't be where I am in my career if it wasn't for you always believing in me and not letting me give up. Because everybody knows sometimes I really wanted to. Thank you for always being there for me and taking care of me when I'm sick, and just going above and beyond to make sure I get better. Thank you for dealing with my crabbiness, silliness, and mood swings. Thank you for your patience and those beautiful green eyes. And thank you for showing me what real love can truly be. You're one of the most caring people I have ever met, and I truly admire that about you. I have never met another person who is as selfless as you are, and that takes care of their family and friends as much as you do, without ever giving it a second thought or ever expecting anything in return. I love how we can just look at each other and know exactly what the other person is thinking without ever saying a single word. Sometimes I think you know me better than I even know myself. I will be so incredibly proud to call you my wife and to forever be your partner in crime. And because of that, I want to promise you these things. I promise to always support you, respect you, and to stand in your corner. I promise to not just listen, but to really hear you. I promise to put you first and encourage your dreams. I promise to be faithful and true to you. I promise to always make you laugh by making up my silly songs that make absolutely no sense at all, even when we're 90. With great pleasure, I promise to do your laundry. Till the end of time. And I promise with all of my heart to never forget this moment. These past 6 years have been such an incredible journey, and I can't wait to see what the future has in store for us and all of the amazing memories that are still to come. I love you with all of my heart, with all of me. And I can't imagine anyone else that I'd rather grow old and wrinkly with. Thank you for choosing my life, and thank you for choosing me.
The funny thing is that we wrote these separately, and you're going to hear mine, and it's just crazy. Julie, my mom always told me that things happen for a reason, and if something doesn't work out, it wasn't meant to be. She couldn't have been more right. Our story isn't glamorous. We met at a bar, simple as that. But what many don't know is that you saw me there the weekend before, but didn't approach me, and said to yourself that if you saw me there again the next weekend, you would come up and talk to me. Luckily for both of us, I was there the next weekend and you came up to me. And I believe that this happened for a reason. At that very moment, my life was forever changed. I had finally found my best friend, my partner in crime, the person I could be myself around, flaws and all, who would love me unconditionally all the same. And today, I get to stand up here in front of all of our family and friends and marry the woman that I love. I cannot promise you that marriage will be perfect or easy, because that wouldn't be realistic. What I can promise you is that I will always love you. I will take care of you when you're sick. I will laugh with you at the silly songs you make up. Don't you, right? I will provide for our family the best that I can. I will always kiss you goodnight. And I will sit next to you when we are old and gray and hold your hand and retell you our simple story of how two girls met at a bar, fell in love, and started their lives together. I love you. So simple.
These rings are symbols of unity, in which your lives are now joined in one unbroken circle. May you abide in the unbroken circle of your love unto your life's end. Wherever you go, may you always return to one another. Love freely given has no giver and no receiver. You are each the giver and the receiver. As you place this ring on Heather's